Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'm going to present my topic titled Grammatical Analysis, Compound Complex Sentence and Parallel Structures. This topic focuses on two important grammatical patterns that make writing more logical, fluent, and elegant, especially in academic contexts. Part 1. Compound Complex Sentence. First, let's talk about compound complex sentence. A compound complex sentence is a sentence that contains at least two independent clauses and one or more dependent clauses. In simple terms, it combines the characteristics of both compound and complex sentence. For example, I stayed up late because I had to finish my report and I failed to class the next morning. Here there are two independent clauses. I stayed up late and I failed to class the next morning, plus one dependent clause because I had to finish my report. This sentence shows a cause and effect relationship. Another example is, he wanted to go on the trip, but he could because he was ill. This one shows contrast. It uses but and because to connect the ideas. Grammatically, compound complex sentence use coordinating conjunctions such as and, but, or, and subordinating conjunctions like because, when, if, or although. Using this type of sentence makes your writing smoother, more logical, and detailed. In academic writing, as stated by Bieber et al. 1999, compound complex sentences are often used because they help writers combine arguments, evidence, and conditions effectively. Next to the topic, part 2. Parallel constructions. Next, let's move on to parallel constructions, or sometimes called parallelism. Parallelism means using the same grammatical structure for ideas that are related or similar. This creates balance, read, and clarity in writing. For example, students prepared reports, designed posters, and presented their findings. The verbs prepared, designed, and presented are in the same form, so the sentence sounds smooth and balanced. Another example of parallelism can be found in paired ideas, such as the program is both educational and entertaining. Here, both adjectives, educational and entertaining, follow the same structure. Parallelism is also used in comparisons. For example, learning grammar is as important as practicing speaking. Both ideas grammatically equal, making a sentence easy to read. And in correlative conjunctions, for example, she is not only intelligent but also hardworking. This pattern gives equal emphasis to both ideas, making the writing more persuasive and stylistically elegant. According to Quick et al. 1985, parallel structures frequently appear in academic writing, especially in lists, comparisons, and arguments, because they maintain grammatical symmetry and stylistic harmony. Okay, conclusions to conclusion the topic. To summarize, compound complex sentence combine multiple ideas logically and make writing more detailed, and parallel structures bring balance, rhyme, and clarity to writing. And both are essential in academic and professional contexts to create writing that is fluent, cohesive, and elegant. Thank you for listening, and I hope these explanations. Thank you.
A few moments later.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'm going to present my topic title Analysis of Complex and Compound Sentence Structures in English Grammar. In this presentation, I will discuss three cases: the compound complex sentence scenario, the dangling construction scenario, and the complex sentence scenario. Case 1. Compound complex sentence scenario. Let's begin with case 1. The compound complex sentence. The example sentence is: because the teacher was late, the students waited and they started the class by themselves. This sentence contains two independent clauses: the students waited and they started the class by themselves, and one dependent clause: because the teacher was late. So it combines both compound and complex features, which makes it a compound complex sentence. The sentence also uses two types of conjunctions: a subordinating conjunction, because, and a coordinating conjunction, and. This combination shows cause, sequence, and coordinations between ideas. It describes how the students acted logically after the teacher's delay. In linguistic terms, the structures looks like this dependent clause: because the teacher was late. Main clause 1. The students waited. And main clause 2. They started the class by themselves. This pattern clearly shows subordinations and coordinations, which are key features of compound complex sentence. According to Bieber et al., 2006, compound complex sentences often appear in academic writing because they help express logical and hierarchical relationships between ideas. Case 2. Dangling construction scenario. Next, we have case 2 dangling constructions. This sentence is: walking through the park, the flowers looked beautiful. At first, it seems fine, but grammatically it's incorrect. Why? Because the subject of the participle phrase walking through the park doesn't match the main clause. The flowers are not the ones walking through the park. So the modifier walking through the park is dangling. To fix this, we can make the subject clear. When I was walking in the park, the flowers looked beautiful. Now the subject, I, matches the action, was walking, and the sentence becomes grammatically correct. In short, dangling modifiers happen when a participle phrase has no logical subject. The correction simply adds a proper subject to make the sentence clear and accurate. accurate. Next to the topic, case 3. Complex sentence scenario. Now, let's move to case 3, the complex sentence scenario. There are 2 examples here. A. The manager approved the proposal, but the director rejected it. B. The manager approved the proposal because the director was busy. Both are grammatically correct, but they represent different sentence types. Sentence A is a compound sentence because it has 2 independent clauses joined by the coordinating conjunction but. Sentence B is a complex sentence because it has 1 independent clause, the manager approved the proposal, and 1 dependent clause because the director was busy. The difference lies in their grammatical function. The first sentence expresses contrast, while the second expresses cause and effect. So, the type of conjunction used determines the sentence structure and meaning. In academic terms, studies by Kels Murcia and Larson Freeman, 1999, show that compound and complex sentences are both useful in writing. Compound sentences help in coordinations of ideas, while complex sentences help in subordinations or expressing logical relationships between clauses. Okay, to the next conclusions. To summarize, a complex sentence combines coordination and subordination in one structure. And dangling constructions is grammatically incorrect because the modifier doesn't match the subject, and a complex sentence uses subordinations to express cause, contrast, or coordinations between ideas. And the structures are essential for creating logical, cohesive, and academic quality writing. Thank you for listening to my presentations. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.